When you're done with all the known metals, you'll get to this section for unknowns. There are 3 unknowns that you can use, labeled X, Y, and Z, each attached to a string. On your answer document, it shows only unknown 1 and 2. So you need to do 2 out of 3. You need to specify. If you did X and Z, then that's what you show on your page. Because we are sharing the unknowns, they need to come back to the buffet table. Borrow it, measure it, bring it back. The buffet table will also provide you with rubbing alcohol that you need for part 2, as well as dry erase markers here. When using the rubbing alcohol, please bring your cylinder to the buffet table and measure out what you feel is an appropriate quantity. Take that to your table. Be careful when you read your graduated cylinder. Some people assume that a line is a milliliter, but it's not true. 20, 20.5, 21, 21.5, 22. Read the scale. You'll need sugar for part 2 of the lab, and you may need salt later on. These will be located next to the scales. This is page 2 of the density lab. When you get to part 3, it will emphasize that you need to use a dry graduated cylinder. Please do not try to dry your own cylinder. This is usually what happens. The paper towel gets stuck in the bottom. So I have a bucket of dry graduated cylinders. They have this gray tape at the top. I need you to keep these cylinders dry. Instances of failure abound. These are all supposed to be dry graduated cylinders, but this one's clearly not dry. This one has many drops of water in it, not dry. This one has a few drops of water, still not dry. It gets wet when you put a liquid in the cylinder. Correct procedure is to remove a dry graduated cylinder from the tub, use it for its dry purposes, return it dry to this same tub. Part 5 asks you to create a colorful layered effect. I have here liquids of different densities that I've created, and I've added food coloring. If I were to just dump one into the other, they'll probably just mix. There we go. So if I want to make layers without mixing, I'll use this pipette and I'll carefully add my blue liquid to this other test tube. Here I have a very nice 2-layered effect. Yellow is less dense, blue is more dense. Needed to use pipetting to make this happen.